Hi friends, I am back with after a long time another video. So one of the PTE trainer in YouTube was saying that PTE is not an English test. It's just all about tips and tricks because he was giving an example that a software engineer who is working at Australia and her manager also an Australian. But despite having a good English speaking and English skill, she got a very low score in PTE, which is 62. Then he was saying that PT is not a English test; it's just a tips and tricks test. But my saying is that his statement is fully wrong because without having a good English knowledge or English speaking skill, you can get 60 or 62 maximum, but you cannot get 90 in all module. To get 90 in all module, you have to be very good at English because when the number is above 76, when you try to get a number above 76, the AI criteria becomes very strong. They check a lot of parameters, so it is not that easy. So uh, final conviction is that PT is a English test as well as there are some tips and tricks to follow. So it is not like that you are a very good English speaker and you will definitely get good at PTE and good score at PTE. It is not like that. Uh, each and every exam, not only PTE or IELTS, in every exam there are some tips and tricks or strategy you need to follow. So to get good score in PTE, you need to get both. You need to be good at English, and you need to be apply some tips and tricks because PTE score is evaluated by AI. So to get good score at PTE, you need to follow some strategy and tips and tricks. So combining with your English skill and strategy, you will get a very good score at PTE. Suppose you have a very good English skill, but you didn't apply any tips and tricks or strategy at the exam. You will not get a good score at PTE because there is some strategy at PTE to get some good score because all the modules of PT is not same level important. There are some modules which are not important. You should not focus on them. You should focus on the other modules as well. So my final statement is that I don't agree with the person who was saying that PT is not a English speaking test or English test. It is a full tips and tricks test. No, PT is a English test, but you have to follow some tips and tricks and strategy to get good score at PT. That's all for today, guys. See you tomorrow.